beautifuls, and welcome to Makeup Obsessed Monday. I love getting my BoxyCharm boxes in the mail. If you didn't see last month's BoxyCharm, I'm going to link it up there. You definitely need to watch me do an unboxing. During that video, I said I was going to create an eye look with the palette we got, which was by Crown. It is a stunning eye palette. Like, look at these warm shades. It's just beautiful. It's just begging for a fall eye look. So I am going to do an everyday easy fall eye look using this palette right here. And I mean easy every day. Now I might give you a little tip at the end how to bump up that everyday eye look to a more evening eye look. So make sure that you are watching till the end. Also, are you subscribed? If you're not, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That way you are notified every time we upload a video, which is 3 days a week. All right, beautifuls, are you ready to get into this palette? I know I am. So if you want to see how you can create an easy everyday eye look, then you need to keep watching. All right, beautifuls, let's jump into this. I have already primed and set my eyes with a concealer and a powder. And as you can see, I have the rest of my makeup on. I am ready to dive into my eyes. I am going to go in to the lightest brown shade in the palette, and I'm gonna pick up a very little bit. I'm gonna take the Morphe M412, and I'm gonna start buffing this into my crease. I have a very, very little bit, and I am tapping off my excess and even tapping it onto a tissue. Oh my gracious, I am stumbling over words today. I don't want a ton of pigment. I want a really light wash of color that's just going to give me a nice transition. All right, I've applied my transition shade, and then I went in with my Morphe M518, which is a natural haired brush, and I just made sure that it was all blended seamlessly. No harsh lines, really blown out. Then I'm going to go in to the next matte shade. There's a shimmer shade in between the two. I'm sticking with mattes right now because we're gonna do a shimmer all over our lid. So with this shade, I'm still using my Morphe M412. I'm gonna concentrate this right in the crease. I am not bringing it up or down. I am just doing windshield wiper motions back and forth right in this crease just to darken it up. And again, with my Morphe M518, I'm just gonna windshield wiper motions back and forth just to blend out that color a little bit. I know I said easy, beautifuls. Don't let the number of shades I'm using fool you. Just because we're using multiple shades does not make it difficult. I am gonna go in with another matte shade. I'm going right up the line, it seems, and I'm going in with the next darkest matte. Only I've switched out my brushes for Morphe M411. It's like the baby sister to the M412. And I'm gonna drop that just a little bit lower and only on the outer part of my crease. And I'm gonna bring it down to my outer V a little bit. This isn't an overly dark shade, but it will add just a little bit of dimension to the outer part of my eye. Final shade, are you ready for this? We are gonna pick up the cranberry shade that has some shimmer to it. It's not a lot of shimmer, it's a more metallic shimmer, but we are gonna use that all over our lid. And I'm going to pull out my setting spray. This is my MAC Fix Plus. This is the gold light one. I love this one, especially when using warmer shades, which is what I normally use. I think the gold just adds a little bit extra dimension. So I have a little bit on my brush. This is a Morphe MB19, and I'm going to spritz my brush like that, and I'm going to start applying this all over my lid. I am not gonna bring this up past my crease. I really want this just on the movable part of my lid. Normally, I only use my natural haired brushes to blend. Well, today I'm actually gonna use it to apply a little bit of color in my crease. I have the second shade that we worked with. I am going to put this in my crease to blend out the shade that I put on my eyelid. And I'm doing this because it will help blend it out, but it's gonna add just a little bit of color as well. And then using a clean natural haired brush, I'm going to blend this out. Moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to pick up the last shade that we worked with. This is a Carity E23. It's a flat top brush, and I am just gonna put just a little bit on my lower lash line. I'm only gonna bring it halfway in. I'm not gonna bring it all the way in. And then using an e.l.f. eye crease brush, I'm picking up the first shade just a little bit like before. I've tapped it off and then tapped it on a tissue, and I'm gonna blend out my lower lash line just a little bit. I'm not gonna smoke this out a lot. I just want it blended a little. All right, beautifuls, all we have left to do is highlight our brow bones. For that, I'm going into the lightest shade in the palette. I'm gonna pop a little bit at the high points of each of my brows, and then a little bit on my inner corners as well. All right, beautifuls, that is it for this everyday eye look. I know it might be out of your comfort zone a little bit. For me, it is really toned down, but it's not hard, and it's gonna be so beautiful, especially going into the fall with these warm reds and orange shades. Now, I did promise you a little quick tip, and it is gonna be so easy. I'm looking for my brush is what I'm doing. I am picking up, it's a Morphe M168. If you wore this during the day and you wanted to bump it up for a nighttime look, this palette makes it so easy because there is a really nice dark purple shade. I would pick this up with this little brush right here, and I would smudge this onto my lower lash line and a little bit up into my outer corner. That's it. It would take this simple day look into a more dramatic, more polished, put together, a nighttime eye look. So that is a nice tip. If you want to tone it down, but bump it up if you have an after work meeting or a date or something fun going on, just add a little bit to your lower lash line, bring it up and around to your outer corner on your upper eye, and you are good to go. I am going to apply eyeliner and mascara off camera. I will be right back. All right, beautifuls, I did my eyeliner and my mascara off camera. I also did the little tip or trick, whichever you want to call it, I was telling you about, by adding the dark color to my lower lash line. It bumped up that look from a more daytime look to a nice evening out look. I literally used one shadow, a brush, put it on, and that was that. So I hope you enjoyed this eyeshadow tutorial. I am loving this for fall, and I can tell you I will be rocking this with a sweater and a pumpkin spice latte because, beautifuls, I am so ready for fall. I know Jody will kill me for saying this, but I am like, fall is coming. I feel like, you know, Game of Thrones, winter is coming. I just want to be like, fall is coming. It is slowly getting here, and this is the perfect eye look for it. Beautifuls, and make sure you are subscribed so that you will be notified when I post another fall eye look. Until next week, beautifuls, be beautiful because you are the only you. Bye.